Welcome to the Odyssey, my friends. I am Mike Odyssey, and I have a video for you today. Exciting information just dropped. Of course, we're going to go over my discovery, a patent I discovered 3 days ago, and it's being covered by the news media outlet. And I'm doing this intro after I recorded the video because some things happened in the video that it's funny. I just left it in there. It's just hilarious. And so also, Elden Ring, Tekken 8, and what other? Oh, Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero to be launch titles on Nintendo Switch. Okay, and that's just crazy. You'll find out. I'm giving you the news at the beginning of the video. I'm not letting you wait for it, right? So AI upscaling patent. We're gonna go over Dragon Ball, Elden Ring, and Tekken 8. Okay, on launch titles for Switch. Let's go ahead and get into the video. But before, if you're new here, listen, I'm trying to get to 60K by the end. By the time the Nintendo Switch 2 reveals. I mean, if we could do that by April, that'll be amazing. Look at how close we are now. You are so amazing. You're here for a reason, and that's to join our community, to have fun, to make our lives better with your presence, and of course, enjoy our community and help us get to 60K. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. Get to the video. First, you can see here we are, I just made a Google search, Nintendo Switch 2 news, and what we see here is upscaling, right? This is the patent that I discovered. So we have a couple of media sources who actually covered my discovery, and they sourced me, or did they? Upscaling, Nintendo Life. Upscaling on Nintendo Switch 2 is basically real, thanks to an updated patent. A newly updated patent published on the 13th of March, 2025, provides further details to Nintendo's proposed AI resolution upscaling solution for the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2. Thanks, Game Rant. Really? Nintendo Life? Go over the Game Rant. All right, new Nintendo patent is good. Good news for Switch 2 upscaling. All right, so that's a good title, right? And let's go ahead and read here what they say. On March 13th, Nintendo filed a patent that confirmed the Nintendo Switch 2 will use upscale technology while the handheld on handheld mode, right, to improve performance in capable games. Meaning all of your Switch 1 games on handheld, whether there are 540p or 720p, they will be upscaled to 1080p. Okay, so that's what that means. All right, handheld mode is to improve performance in compatible games. The Nintendo Switch 2 patent listed examples on how upscaling technology would work and included examples of the original and upscaled resolutions that would be utilized. The Nintendo Switch 2 is a successor to the original console, and discussions over its power and capabilities have been made. It's worst kept secret in Nintendo's recent history before its January reveal. While it's a bigger screen than the Switch and new Joy-Con controllers, the Nintendo Switch 2 will also be backwards compatible with most physical and digital Switch games, varying from the exceptions. Although the Switch will still see support from Nintendo via upcoming titles like Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, and Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. It remains to be seen if the performance of those games will be improved on the Switch 2. Let's continue to read. So although some FCC filings have confirmed the wireless capability of Switch 2 system, a new patent indicates there's more to Nintendo's upcoming console. First spotted by Mike Odyssey on Twitter. Hey, that's me. Thank you, Game Rat, for sourcing. No thanks, Nintendo Life. They always do that to me. So Nintendo filed a patent with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office's USPTO on March 13 that shared examples of how the Nintendo Switch 2 could use AI-based upscaling technology to render games at a lower resolution to a higher on handheld mode. Okay, so this is handheld mode upscaling technology, which I'm sure it'll go a step further once it's docked in the system. So let's go ahead and continue here. New Nintendo Switch 2 patent shows AI-based upscaling. They have another story here. Same one. Yeah, so the patent listed a 540p image as an example of how AI AI upscaler could be used like NVIDIA DLSS or AMD FSR. The Switch 2's AI upscaler would run the render image through a neural network and recognize it. The results Nintendo example image would be output at 1080p, double the resolution of the original render with higher frame rates than a full render. Okay, so now let me go ahead and go to my original post here on X. As you can see here, this is my original discovery. I posted this on March 15. It is around the 17th, 2 days ago. And so yeah, this is the original headline. As you can see here, it was widely received, 171,000 views, 3,100 likes, and of course 287 shares, 71 comments. And the patent here was published on March 13th, and it has to do with AI upscaling, right? It says here, systems and methods for image learning, image conversion. And here you can see an example of what it does, right? The original format here and image right here, when it starts at 540, they're starting it at the lowest, okay? At the lowest, the Nintendo Switch 2 in handheld mode can render a game. And yes, we do have games that are 540p on Nintendo Switch. So they are starting it at the lowest. Then it goes to the Neuralink, right? And this right here, I can explain what it is. And this right here, and then it outputs it at 1080p, okay? Now, I did get a question from Mr. Z Everything here on Twitter, and he says, what does this mean? Well, I can explain to you what this actually is. Of course, other than giving you a resolution, high resolution, how does it work, right? Well, you guys are already familiar with the image generators we have on everywhere, right? Like generate an image of an elephant riding a bike, right? And so that image generator, the AI takes your prompt, right? And it says, okay, so the person wants to see an image of an elephant riding a bike, and it creates an elephant riding a bike. It gives you various options of it. Right? The same thing happens with the AI upscaler in the system, right? But instead of you giving it prompts, it's the game itself giving it prompts. Every single pixel within the game is the prompt for the AI upscaler to generate additional pictures similar to the other one, right? So what it does is that it takes every single pixel and it creates more of them based on the ones that there are already. So 540 pixels, right, turns into 1080 pixels, right? So it's just kind of multiplying them and generating them based on what is already there. And so if we have more pixels, we have a sharper image, right? So that's what's happening here with the AI upscaling. It's just a generator, an AI upscaler image generator for moving pixels. All right, now to the game that has been rumored or leaked to be on Nintendo Switch 2. I talked to you about in the beginning of the video about what's the game is the Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. As you can see here, my source for this is thegamepost.com. Nintendo Switch 2 leak reveals console release and huge launch games. They only mentioned one game in this entire article here. They say games, but I'm guessing is they want to bring you into the article to see what games they want to show you, but we only see one game, right? We only see Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, which is reportedly set to be a near launch title for the system. The leaker also says that other big name third-party games like Elden Ring, Tekken 8 are coming to the system, which is crazy amazing. I'm sorry, I didn't see those the first time around. But yeah, there's more than one game. It's not just Sparkling Zero. But hey, this is crazy. This is amazing. Look at that. Look at that. The Witcher, the new game, the new Witcher game, Assassin's Creed Shadows on Nintendo Switch 2, GTA 6 or 5, who knows? I'm sorry, I'm stuffed right now because of the allergy season. But man, so according to what I'm been told, the Nintendo Switch 2 is currently planned for release at the end of June. Hold up. Another story here about a release date. I'm finding this out at the same time that I'm recording. I just read half of it because I was interested in the games, but now I'm reading a little more. But apparently, according to his sources, the release will be at the end of June. Trust me, I am not against that. June is a good time for me to get a Switch 2 because that'll give me more time to save money. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you also. That means more games announced for Nintendo Switch. So we'll hopefully get more games. Hopefully the Zelda ports and stuff. It said X Tesla. Apparently X Tesla is a leaker with a really good track record, right? So it says I don't have an exact date, but that's the current target. What I'm hearing is that it will be officially revealed We're all hearing that. We're all hearing that it's going to be officially revealed in April. With the release date set for June. Okay, but I like how it starts that. What I'm hearing is that it'll be officially revealed in early April. Yeah, honestly, that's news. April 2nd since January, and then it'll be released in late June. Okay, so hey, I can say that Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero is expected to be one of the very first Bandai Namco games to arrive on Switch 2 at launch. From what I've been told, the console will launch in late June 2025, and this game will be one of its launch titles. There has been a lot of speculation and rumors about Elden Ring and Tekken 8 coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Well, from what I've been told, these games will indeed be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. All right, so there you have it. I mean, that's good news for everyone, right? We have some major third-party support coming to Nintendo Switch, current gen Switch games, right? Current gen games, which is awesome, and I can't wait to see what else comes into Switch. My friends, that is gonna do it before my notes get stuffier for this video. If you did enjoy, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 60K before Switch 2 is revealed, and I appreciate you more than you know. I'll see you in the next one. Before I let you go, never give up and journey on. Peace.
My body is ready for Switch 2. Can't wait much longer, what about you? Standing in line just to hear something